That's the story of my life, really. Taking from the switches off. Well, here we are on the Duke's Road here. By the way, I'm just informed that there are some representatives from the BBC who will be hiding amongst us. John and two J's, John and Joe, and they might be asking you pertinent questions. I've said change my name because my lawyer may be concerned, especially after the last occasion. Now,
fast approaching the chiropodist.
Princess Street is where we're heading for first. A number of people go to Southport and put their names to streets, but we try and keep that quiet. The road leads out towards Ormskirk and Liverpool, which is the main thoroughfare out of town in that direction. It's called Mealscott Road and Lord Avenue.
What's even more interesting, where the car's parked is the Garden of Eden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Very good.
Complete without a bit of a talk from Mr. Steve Winders.
As you know, that I'm from the south of England, but today we are celebrating Eagle's northern roots and particularly its Lancastrian roots. So to that end, I've composed a poem based on the famous monologue, The Lion and Albert by Mariette Edgar. When I looked up The Lion and Albert on Wikipedia, it said helpfully that the poem should be read in a northern accent. So I thought, who do I know from the north? And I immediately thought of John Swan and Nigel. Now their accent isn't easy to copy at all. In fact, John and Nigel struggle with it.
Struggle with understanding each other, so you've got no chance.
But luckily, I was able to find a hook, a phrase to hang my performance on. And the phrase is, "Dry, leafless hair," which comes from a shampoo commercial featuring Cheryl Cole. Now that Cheryl has split up with her husband Ashley Cole, I wonder if she'll revert to her illustrious maiden name of Tweedy. Anyway, based on the phrase, "Dry, leafless hair," here is The Lion and Albert. There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun. Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A canny lad with young Albert, all dressed in his best quite the swell, with a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. But that isn't the right accent at all. Wikipedia needs to be a bit more precise when it says a northern accent. I decided that the obvious thing to do was to listen to people in Southport to identify the right accent. But things have changed in Southport since Eagle was created here, and my first attempt came out something like this. There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. Which isn't right either, although it might get me a job narrating Thomas the Tank Engine. Fortunately, not everyone in Southport sounds like that, and eventually I found the right voice. So here is my tribute to Eagle, not The Lion and Albert, but The Lion and Eagle.